Hey guys, I'm Tony with DojoHero.com. Welcome to our little Sensei program, and we're focusing on sorting shapes in this entire series. Now what we want to do is we want to fuse what we learn in martial arts and what a 3, 4, 5, or 6-year-old should be learning on the mental level as well. So think about what you learned in school or what your kids learned in school at a preschool or first grade or second grade level. Sorting shapes are one of those things that they should be developing at this age group and be able to recognize, and that's how we're going to combine these drills. So it's not just going to be a physical thing. They're going to actually be processing information along with the martial arts drill, and when we put those together, it makes for a powerful program. So this first sorting shape drill, we've got 4 shapes, and we're going to use circles, rectangles, squares, and triangles. So for this first drill, what you want to do is in the corner of your rooms, and if you have a big floor, put them as far out as you can. For the sake of filming, we're going to keep everything pretty condensed, but you'll get the idea as to how to run the drill. So in one corner, we've got, Kenny, what kind of shape is that?
Circle.
A circle. Tay, what kind of shape is that? A rectangle, right. Kenny, behind you, we're going to use that as a triangle, okay? So the cones are going to be used as triangles, and Tay, what do we got right there?
Square.
A square. All right, so come right here into the center. So for drill number 1, we're going to modify this a lot. We're going to give you a lot of different examples, and this is just the very simple, the very basic, the very stage level number 1 as we start to build on these drills. And just like all of the drills, we're going to build on them. And besides sorting shapes, they're also going to hit on some of the other milestones that we're going to be focusing on in this program as well. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and just turn back to back. And if you have a big class, what I would do is have several shapes in each one of the corners, have all of your kids in the middle. And if you have a super big class, 20, 30 kids, just split them up in half, have half do the first round and half do the second. So when I call out a shape, all you're going to do is you're just going to run to that shape. Now let's just think of a stance that we can get into. Now whatever you want them to do, once they get to that shape, it's up to you. We're going to just do stances. You can do kicks, you can do blocks, they can stand on them, in them, whatever you want. All right, ready? Square. Quick. Right. Kenny, you're going to get to it as fast as you can. First person to get to it. Right. So you've got to look around to make sure that you recognize where it is first. And the first thing we're going to do is go right to an attention stance. Now, what makes good qualities of an attention stance? Your toes are together, your heels are together, your hands are to your side, your head's up, your shoulders are back, you're breathing, and you got a smile on your face. Let me see it. There we go. Get back in the middle real quick. Ready? So what we're going to do is we're just going to run through each one of these shapes, and each time you come back, just go ahead and go back to back, or you could have them sit down and cross their legs. You can have them go in the locked up position. Ready? Circle. There you go. Nice. Good. So you can just stand inside of it this time and go right into attention stance. You got to share now, right? And you've got to have room. You've got to have good balance to make sure you don't fall out. And excellent control over your bodies by not moving, because once you get here, being still is probably one of the more challenging things that we'll do. It's easy to scratch our heads, spread our feet apart, look around the room, but when we focus, yeah, see, as soon as I say it, you want to do it, right? But controlling our bodies, that's what we want to focus on. Ready? Back here in the center real quick. Let's go. And this time, let me see triangles. Excellent. Very good. So as you can see, once you start getting into the smaller guys, the 3, 4, 5, and 6, and they're a little bit older, as you can see, but they demonstrate the drill quite well, and you get the idea. With the littles, you'll find that they're not real sure, and when the parents start to see exactly what you're doing here, it's not just running to a shape, or it's not just running to a pad, or just running up and down the floor working on the cardiovascular fitness, or just running in general, but they're having to think, and they're having to process, and they're having to recognize, and they're having to understand what each shape is and what it looks like. Go ahead and come back into the center real quick, and let's do rectangles. Ah, there we go. Excellent. So again, right away, let's go to our attention stance. And make sure that your toes are touching. See how your feet are spread just apart, just a little. Excellent. So when we practice, we want to practice 100%. Every single time we do something, we do it really, really well. So if we come up here and we practice our attention stance like this, is that going to make us great at what we do? Probably not, right? So everything we do has got to be perfect. So perfect practice. Ready? Come back into the center. All right, this time, whenever you get to the shape that I call, I want you to go into a guard stance. Ready? Circle. Go. Quick. Right away into a guard stance. Excellent. Now make sure that your hands are up, your legs are spread out, you've got good balance, your knees are bent. Excellent. Come right back into the middle. Let's go quick. Let's go rectangle. And then as you go here, once the kids start to come back, get those hands up, make sure that they're in their stances, because once they're there, then you can kind of tweak whatever it is that you have them working on. Come back into the center. This time, whenever you get to one of the stations, I want you to go into a horse riding stance. That means your legs are going to be nice and low, your hands are going to be chambered to your back, and that's going to help us with our power, and it's also going to help us with our balance as well. Ready? Squares. Good. Let me see your best horse riding stance. Wow, excellent. Give me a high five on that one. That's beautiful. And right back into the center real quick. And let me see triangles. Where's the triangles? Where's the triangles? There you go. Excellent in a horse riding stance. Beautiful. You guys can come right back here into the center. Kenny, back on that spot. Tete, back on that spot. So this is drill number 1 for sorting shapes. Just grab 4 different shapes, put them in the corner, and you don't have to be limited to just circle, rectangle, square, and triangle. The only reason I use those is because most of us in our martial arts school have this equipment already. You can use stars, you can use hearts, or any other shape that you can think of, and we're going to get into some of those later on in the series, and I'll show you some really cool drills. Hang in, we're coming up next with a really, really cool sorting shape drill. I'm Tony with Dojo Hero and Little Senseis. We'll see you next time.